is a brand new show that you can stream, dropping that knowledge like a guillotine. You about to score big like a touchdown drive, because Ricky New York is about to go live. So subscribe now and do not settle. We taking YouTube content to a whole new level. We got the best roster at every position. These are the brand new Jets. So please stop your bitching. If negativity's a problem, we got the solution. It's called the next step in just fan evolution. Football is back. You better brace for collision, because Ricky New York Live's gonna smoke the competition. It's time for some action. Someone hit the lights, cause it's about the fans of the green and white. Opinions that are stronger than a mountain of steel, and a mouth that's faster than hell on wheels. Yo, a war of words, no one will survive. A war of words, no one will survive. A war of words, no one will survive. Going up against Ricky New York Live. A war of words, no one will survive. A war of words, no one will survive. A war of words, no one will survive. Going up against Ricky New York Live.
The Dante Moore conversation is over with, but the work does not stop for the New York Jets. We're going to talk about the DC search, the draft, and what comes next for the team, as I'm joined by DayneO from the Dayngerzone. So let's get fired up. Thank you to everybody for joining me. Subscribe to the channel while you are here, and hit that like button as hard as you can. All right, my guest tonight is DayneO from the Dayngerzone. Dude, welcome in. And you can find the link to his channel in the description. If you have not already, make sure you go there and subscribe to DayneO. What's happening, man?
Dude, Ricky, what's up, man? What is up?
Just chilling, you know. You know what? I have not looked at it. I was about to say I was kind of hoping to watch Buffalo get knocked out of the playoffs before the show started tonight, but nope, it's still a tie in overtime for right now.
Yeah. It seems like it's a nail biter. I had to work most of the morning, so I missed quite a bit of it. But, dude, they're still knotted up, like you said, middle of overtime, 7 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, I wasn't really watching the game. I was just kind of clicking on ESPN every once in a while and looking to see what the score was. I was actually watching a movie, just kind of hanging out before the show started, and a little multiverse of magic, you know, some Elizabeth Olsen action. I like me some Elizabeth Olsen. That girl is a big toe. Meaning if she was mine, I would bang her on every piece of furniture in the house.
I love that, man. Maybe the second thing I love more than that is Josh Allen throwing a pick in the middle of overtime. That just happened.
Oh, nice. You know what? Earlier when I went to look at the game, as soon as I turned it on, it was like Josh Allen scrambles, Josh Allen fumbles, Denver recovers, and I was like, oh yeah. And oh shit, I guess James Cook did end up with 117 yards. But yeah, man, like I was thinking that, you know, this Denver defense hopefully could hold him in check. And it turned out to be, you know, a lot higher scoring game than I expected. And but at least it's a close one. It's a good one, you know. Yeah, I've got no dog in this fight or any of them this weekend for that matter. So, I mean, I don't really care. I naturally want to see our AFC East rivals get knocked out, both of them. But beyond that, I mean, and I do have my Super Bowl bet, you know, that for the moment is still alive. So that has actually aged pretty well. Dude, I think the Texans are going to give New England problems. That Texans defense is for real. And, you know, as far as the Rams, like, dude, it's the playoffs. Jared Verse is going to do Jared Verse things. That's all I got to say about that. Like,
I really like the Rams pick. Houston as well. I just don't trust Stroud, but LA, man, they have as good a chance as anyone, right? With the way Puka's playing, and honestly, I
yeah,
think the biggest thing for the Rams is they finally got Blake Corum going behind Kyron, so he doesn't have to take 25 carries a game.
yeah, true that, man. It seemed like they were trying to do that for a while, and he just hadn't really, caught on. But now it seems like he is kind of, catching his stride. So that's definitely good for them. It's definitely coming at the right time. That's for sure. But moving on from that and moving on to the Jets, and I won't spend a whole lot of time on the DC topic because we talked about that on your channel last night. You know, Matthew Aroe, the DB coach from Miami. Miami's defense secondary did not really impress me, so that one doesn't really impress me. Chris Harris, we saw last year, and I said right from the beginning, if the only thing that's going to change is the guy calling the plays, it's not going to look any better, and it literally didn't. So I think we need a schematic change, a change in philosophy. Covington, the guy from Green Bay, again, does not really, move the needle a whole bunch for me. Durante Jones is an interesting name from the Vikings. Hasn't called plays, but he's from that Flores coaching tree. And but Dallas is interviewing him. Like, there's a few teams, like there's going to be a lot of competition for him. Like, he's one of the hotter names of this coaching cycle. There's Ephraim Banda, the Cleveland safety coach, who's like a real hard-nosed, hard-ass, like old-school mentality, no bullshit type coach. That definitely you'll see him getting the players faced and holding those guys accountable. He did call plays when he was at like Utah State, but not in the pros. Then of course you've got Jim Leonard. Probably my favorite out of all the guys. And I'm not even going to touch on Wink because like his outdated ass philosophies and he's going to want to run a 3-4. I don't want to blow up another part of the team. So I'm definitely looking for somebody that runs like a 4-man front. Jim O'Neill also has experience at DC. He has called plays before. There was a lot of crossover between him and Glenn. He was a DB coach here under Rex Ryan for us. And so he had crossover with AG when AG was a scout, but then was DC in Cleveland in 2018, 2019. They had a bad year and he wasn't retained. And then he was on Glenn's staff with the Lions. So him and Glenn are very familiar. So that's not really a surprise. But the one thing all these guys have in common is all of them are like a heavy pressure-based defense. So that's one thing that I like. And as I mentioned to you last night, the Jets have come out and said, like, whatever hire they make at defensive coordinator, they want that person's input as far as the players we draft. So I like that too. That gives me, some hope that, okay, whatever guy they bring in, they're going to make sure that we draft players that fit that guy's system. And that's a good thing. I think that, last year we saw, as much as some of us like Quincy, he was not a good fit for what they're trying to do. I said it before, he's making like the same boneheaded mistakes he made when he was young, and he kind of regressed. I think without Mosley out there, telling him what it is that the offense is showing him, getting him lined up in the right spots and setting him on his path, he doesn't have that cerebral part of the game. And unfortunately, it looks pretty obvious that Sherwood doesn't have it either. So, it'll be nice, a real true Mike in there that's like a captain on that defense. And as well as maybe bringing in somebody in the secondary that can do that for our guys on the back end too, whether it's in the draft, free agency, what have you.
I'm with you, man. I think the biggest, like what we need to focus on the most is everything right down the middle. Like center, IDL, linebacker, safety, if we just shore that up. And I know we kind of were on opposite sides last night about whether we needed a cornerback or not, but it's whatever, man. We are so many holes. Like, we just need to acquire talent. And if it is a corner, whatever. If it's an IDL that's not our biggest weakness, then whatever, man. If they're good enough to play on this team, which is not a high bar, I'm willing to add them.
Right on. And I mean, I was just saying, like, I don't know. For some reason in my mind, when I thought about it, I was like, they ended up trading Sauce because they had confidence in AZ to be able to take that next step. They traded Quinnen because they thought between Phillips and Briggs, they could, between the two of them at least, match that production. And so, like, to me, it just felt like, God, if I end up like going, oh, now I need a defensive tackle or I need a corner, that's almost like admitting a mistake. Like, and I don't really feel like those moves were mistakes, but I mean, definitely, I think both of those positions would have to get addressed, but just maybe not early is all I was saying. But, depending on how the board goes, like, say those top three linebackers go boom, 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 and by 25, they're all gone, the top three guys. Well, then all of a sudden, maybe I'm not picking a linebacker at 33. And, give me a corner like, say, Julian Neal, like who is probably like the nastiest, most physical man corner in this class, I think. And he would be a great fit for our system. So it all depends. I mean, that's what's so fun about doing all the different mocks and shit, because so many different scenarios can come up. Like, most of the time, aside from the top, one or two picks, like, they're usually always different. And I've attacked it where, I've done ones where I say, okay, I'm going to say I got Dobbs and Willis before the draft, and I'm going to draft with that in mind. I've had other ones where I went, okay, in this scenario, I got, say, Leo Chanel and Linderbaum, and so I don't have to worry about those positions. And I've mixed it up and done a bunch of different ones, but the thing that I noticed on all of them is not only those top four, but also that pick at 103, because you still have quite a few good players on the board at that point. Like, the first 5 picks altogether, I'm looking at, and every mock I've done, I'm going, okay, I just walked away with 5 starters and then some good depth. And this could help turn that team around significantly in one off season. And it does suck because ultimately I don't think we, get our quarterback of the future this year. And that's something we desperately needed. But as much as I was against, waiting till the following year to get a quarterback, now with the situation like it is, I don't want to, overdraft the wrong guy. I would rather wait for the right one at this point.
I am with you, man. It's something that has eluded us for decades. So, like, for me, it's more important that we take the right guy more than we take them soon. You know what I mean? And honestly, like you said, man, we have so many holes. We could have 4 or 5 starters, our first 4 or 5 picks. I'm even of the mind where, like, 2, I'm not married to. If you can find a way to go down a bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. Dude, in a perfect world, we say move back to like 6 with Cleveland and pick up an extra second or third. I would do it all day long, because you could still get David Bailey or possibly Carnell Tate or like one of those guys there. Hell, at that rate, I might even consider Caleb Downs at 6. I wouldn't do it at 2, but at 6, I might. So yeah, there's so many different ways you can go with that. But, just for instance, let's say we get Linderbaum, and whether it's Dobbs, Alec Pierce, somebody, say, a number 2 in free agency. We go into it then, we could get, a good linebacker, get say Bailey at 2. You get Aoni, the guard, at 16. You get Anthony Hill at 33. Dieneman at 44. Like, all of a sudden you've solidified all that. And then when you get to 103, you get like your big space eater, like whether it's Dante Corleone, Tim Keenan from Alabama, I like a lot. Would be a really good guy that would probably be there that would fit that need. So, but dude, yeah, you could really, I mean, you could really rebuild this team rather quickly if you hit on the right picks. And dude, I'm looking forward to this draft because, you know, we saw what the draft was like with, you know, Brees and Sauce and Jermaine and Garrett. And, you know, we saw the draft with John Abraham, Sean Ellis, Pennington, Anthony Beck. Like we've seen drafts like that. Now we're about to have a massive one like that, maybe even better, and another one next year. And dude, when I think of the possibilities, I'm just
I'm lit. Oh, what? Oh man. Oh.
I'm fucking loving it, dude.
Well played, man. For real. For real. I mean, the only thing that tempers me is like how many players on this team I think ought to be here in even 2027. Just so few, man. We really do, like you said, got to come away with 5 starters this year, 5 picks, and do the same thing next year. But like, not even just starters. We need heavy contributors,
guys. Yeah,
because we can't just buy them in free agency. So like, we need to get over the hump, get back to mediocrity with the picks, and then maybe people do want to come here in year 3 of this regime.
Right. Well, that's the thing too, is I think not only just for me, but like if I was a free agent or a rookie going into the draft and I was looking at the Jets, I'd be like, damn, you know, I know that they're struggling, but you know, they need to get a quarterback and they've got all those fucking picks. Like they're going to figure that out. And you know, I could go to that team that's struggling that doesn't have a quarterback, or I could go to one of 4 other teams that doesn't have a quarterback that's only got 1 first-round pick that they might not hit on. Like, at least the Jets are going to surround me with a bunch of fucking high-end talent. So, and I would use that as a selling point. Dude, I would, if I was the Jets, every fucking kid at the combine, the Senior Bowl, I'd be filling that shit into their ears. Fucking, I'd be putting that out there. And the same thing with the free agents, you know? You want to go after Willis and Dobbs, which unfortunately, Alan told me today, there's one of the Green Bay coaches is like the favorite to get the head coaching spot in Miami and may take other coaches with him. And so Alan's got himself convinced that Willis is going to be the next quarterback of the Dolphins. And even wants to take Dobbs with him too, since Tyreek Hill may not be back. And I'm like, dude, you're just fucking shitting all over my plan. Fucking, but you know, just because a Packers coach goes there doesn't mean the players follow him. I mean, players didn't necessarily follow Glenn from Detroit here, which I always hear people knocking that, but I'm like, dude, tell me a Detroit player that was a free agent the last couple of years that you actually fucking want here. Like there weren't.
Correct.
Like, you know, it's not like Jack Campbell was a fucking free agent and we didn't take him. Like, I mean, you know, yeah, Amon Brown wasn't on the wire and we didn't call. Like, none of that shit happened. Like, they're good players that are under contract. Like, I don't want to bum just because he played for the Lions.
I mean, the only time that's beneficial, if you ask me, is that first training camp, and we've already had it. We've already had it, you know. So like now, why follow him here now when you've seen his first year be crap? Like the time to come was last year. Maybe they weren't expiring contracts then, but now they might think twice, no matter how much they like Glenn, just based on what we've shown since we got him, you know.
Right. And, you know, depending on what coordinator we bring into, say we bring in Jim Leonard. He's coming from fucking Denver. He knows Muji. There's a connection there. Fucking maybe we get a JFM reunion because, you know, he's familiar with him. And, man, dude, I would swap out Michael Clements for a fucking JFM like fucking twice today and 3 times on Sunday. Fucking like, holy shit. Like, that's not even a question to me. You know, yeah, like, dude, I can't wait to replace the Michael Clements and the Quincy Williams and the Tony Adams that constantly runs into his other guys. And yeah, we had a year with no interceptions. Fuck, he ran right into Stiggers and cost him fucking one. He cost AZ Thomas one. Like, we would probably have a couple if it wasn't for fucking Tony Adams running into his own guys. Like, you know, poor Aaron Glenn, he's like, this is weird, man. I don't know how this happens. Well, I do. It's that fucking clown you got at safety. Fucking.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, maybe that's the one thing that Woody meddled in that was actually a good idea. Sit that kid down.
Well, you know what? And people get onto Woody, but I mean, granted, the way that he goes about things is bad. And if there's anything good about Aaron Glenn, I think it's the fact that he'll keep Woody away from the TV cameras. I think he trusts Aaron Glenn enough to where he's not going to feel the need to voice his opinion and say something stupid, which he will inevitably do, but because, you know, he always does. And
mouth.
Yeah, and dude, like, Woody he shouldn't be allowed anywhere near the cameras. But at the end of the day, I know that he wants to win. And we were actually talking about this earlier with Johnny Boy. I mean, when the fan base wanted Aaron Rodgers, he whipped out the checkbook and got Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. You know, brought in every bum that Rodgers wanted that didn't work out. But I mean, even if you look back before that, dude, he brought in Brett Favre, LaDainian Tomlinson, Santonio Holmes, you know, fucking Le'Veon Bell. I mean, well, which Bell was a different situation, but dude, he's brought in big names to try to win. But the thing is Favre, Tomlinson, even Aaron Rodgers, like, these were all big names that were at the end of their career, you know. We're not getting the big names in their prime, and that's where Woody was fucking up, which a lot of times the big names in their prime, they don't hit the market. But dude, every once in a while there's some weird, like a Chris Jones or something that fucking holds out, and, you know, in those instances you got to take your shot if you can. But Linderbaum this year's a perfect example. Like, a center like that doesn't usually hit the fucking market. There is going to be a shit ton of competition for him. Like, I have heard Dolphins fans. I've heard fucking Steelers fans. I mean, I've heard fans from at least 4 or 5 different teams that all want Linderbaum just as much as we do. So there's going to be a massive amount of competition. I think the only way we get him here is if we pay just an absurd amount and just simply outbid everybody else. And even then, it's not a guarantee. Like, sometimes a guy will be like, oh, I could get 20 mil from that shit team, but I can get 19.5 from a contender. Like they'll take a little bit less. So that's going to be a tall task. You know, that would probably be my number one fucking free agent if we could. But, you know, that's going to be a tall task. I'll be happy if we come away with, you know, a bridge QB, say a Romeo Dobbs and Reed Blankenship, you know, like that to me would be a decent free agency class. If you can get a linebacker too, whether it be Leo Chanel, Devin Lloyd, I think ultimately will stay in Jacksonville, or even maybe like a Quay Walker from the Packers. Like, I would still draft one, but I could see them signing one and drafting one. Oh, yeah. Shit. There it is. Denver 33, the Bills 30. The Bills are knocked out of the playoffs again.
Hey, man. Fine. Dude, hey, it wasn't Mahomes that kept Josh Allen from a ring. You can't use that excuse anymore, Bills Mafia.
No, it's just Josh Allen. Dude, Josh Allen is the next Dan Marino. Crazy big arm, never goes all the way.
I'm with you, man. Denver's got a chance, man. They do.
Dude, yeah, they're just a fucking gritty team that's really solid. They don't have necessarily. I mean, Surtain is about as good as you can get at corner. But aside from that, man, it's not like they got like, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins out there. I mean, they got Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims. Like, I mean, who are both okay receivers, but and their quarterback. Like, dude, what did he have today? He was their leading rusher with 29 yards, which that's not good. Well, I guess he had 279 yards. That's a good day passing. But dude, being the leading rusher with 29 yards, they're going to have to do better than that if they're going to go all the way.
Sorry, I had to get the next game up on a bootleg website for the old lady because she's like, "This is on Fox. What the hell?" It's a lot easier when it's on CBS because you could just flick on Paramount, But Fox, you can't do that. So, but yeah, dude, Bills eliminated. Like,
Yep.
Let me ask you this. Since we're talking about it, Ricky, is their window closed?
No, not completely. I would say that maybe it's starting to close a little bit. And absolutely, you can. Let me see. The call-in link is still pinned, isn't it? Or no, it is not pinned anymore. Okay. You know what? Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Dude,
you know what? That happened to me once before when I had Jake Asman on the show, and it was like whenever I would like play a video clip, it would unpin the link, like and I don't know why the hell that would happen.
Well, just while you're multitasking, Ricky, let me just let you know that Seattle and San Francisco kicked off. And Seattle ran it back on the kickoff, 95 yards, touchdown, Rashid Shaheed.
Really?
Yep. What a start to that game.
Okay, there you go. Now the link should be pinned, so you guys can call in. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Like, that's weird. It was there at the beginning of the show, and then a lot of times I get so focused on, the StreamYard part that I have open between highlight and comments and going and playing different clips that I don't pay as close attention to the YouTube window that's open on my other laptop. And it got me before, like I said. And that night with Jake, like I was like, all right, man, like we don't really have any callers, any more callers. So I'm going to go ahead and wind down. And I ended up ending the show. But then later when I rewatched it, there were literally people typing in the chat, I want to call in. Where's the link? And I didn't see it until after the fact. And when I saw it, it pissed me off. I was like, damn, we could have had 3 or 4 more callers. And, it didn't friggin' happen. So, but actually we got a caller right now. And the first caller each show this month gets into the raffle for the signed Garrett Wilson helmet that we're giving away. And this is the second time he's called in first. So Tommy's got 2 entries into the raffle, doubling up on his chances to win. What's happening, buddy?
Ricky, DayneO, what's good, guys?
What's happening, man?
Ricky, how are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Depending on how we take the Jets, like they're eating me up. But thank God, bro, I watched that Denver game. Hell yeah. F Buffalo. F them. F their fans. F everything about Buffalo, for real.
Well, listen, man, like we've been talking about tonight, we got all these draft picks. We got a real chance to turn this team around. And listen, way back before either of us had a show, one time DayneO told me, like, dude, I look at the internet to like have a good time and get away from my problems. I don't want to listen to negativity. And you know what? That was something that I listened to and I really took to heart. And so I try to find a positive spin. I try to be uplifting. And right now, a lot of shows are getting by on 3 points. You know, one, what does Aaron Glenn do good? B, Aaron Glenn should be fired. And C, should it really look this bad? Like, and that's like their responses to, like, it's like every show, it's the monologue, it's the main point, it's the answer to every caller, and you could just put it on loop. And it's been like that for, good Lord, probably over a month. And I'm hoping the whole entire off season doesn't go like that. But I figure that people hear enough of that other places. I don't want to do that here. I want this to be the place where Jet fans go to feel good, to feel better. So hopefully I get, provide some of that for people when they come here.
No, Ricky, you're doing a great job, brother. That's why I listen to you. You're Mr. Positive. I got positive and negative on both of me. Like, I'm always going to be a Jet fan. I'll rock my Jet colors. Even if we're 0-17 for 5 straight years, I'll still rock my Jet colors. But no matter where I go, and people laugh at me, I don't care. I'm a diehard Jet fan. Like, I hate Buffalo. I hate Miami. I hate New England. So, Ricky, my question to you is, right, with the number 2 pick, since Moore went declared to go back to college, what position do you actually think at number 2? Like, realistically, DayneO, you too. Who do you think that at number 2, like, position for the Jets? Do you think it would be an edge or a receiver, or where do you think we're going with that second pick? Are we trading back?
I would trade back if I could. What do I think they'll do? I think that they would probably try to trade back as well. It's just a matter if you can or not. If they have to stick and take the pick, I could certainly see Arvell Reese. I mean, he's probably hands down the top player in the draft, non-quarterback. But if it was me personally, I would probably take David Bailey. Like, I think he's the best pure pass rusher in this draft. And I'm really super high on him. And so if it was me, that would probably be my pick.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I don't even care who it is, but someone for the front 7, if we have to stick and pick, whether it's an edge or a linebacker. You got Bain, Reese, Bailey. I'd be happy with any of those 3, to be honest. And also, like, is Jermaine here in a year or 2? Is Will McDonald? We don't know, man. We don't. So,
you know what? I think that one of them will be, but I don't think both will. So that's probably another reason where I was leaning towards that. For now it'll be depth, and it would give us an insane fucking rotation, but that could also be a long-term plan in the future too.
In my opinion, I think that they would send off Will McDonald before they send JJ. Just in my opinion, I think JJ is a lot more better of an edge all around.
That's what I think too. Like, if he comes back to form this year and he's fully recovered from that injury and he's got that burst again, then yeah, that makes the conversation much easier, I think, to let Will go.
And a lot of people are talking about this running back from Notre Dame, Hart. I mean,
Love. Dude, listen, he's a badass. He's really fucking good. And if we don't bring back Brees, I mean, I guess you could think about it. I really don't want to spend a high asset like that on a running back. But, I mean, if we lose Brees, you would have to think about it at least. And me, honestly, like, some people can say, like, oh, well, Aaron Glenn said this and then walked it back, whatever. One thing that Aaron Glenn has said from the beginning, he said it in training camp last year when people asked about Brees. No, Brees is my guy. He's going to be our workhorse. We're going to get him the ball and feed him the ball. And, dude, he kept with that narrative all through the year. When the trade deadline came up, he was like, nope, Brees is my guy. And Brees didn't get traded. And so, like, if there's one thing that Aaron Glenn says, when he says Brees is my guy, I really do believe that. And so I don't think Brees is going anywhere. It may be the tag, but I don't think he's going anywhere.
But Ricky, hear me out. DayneO, hear me out real quick, okay? With Brees. Excuse me. I don't know if he wants to be a Jet. I don't know if he wants to be here. I understand he's still under contract, but if he doesn't want to be here and he doesn't want to play hard, now we're kind of trying to talk about now. That's why I understand where the love talk starts talking. Because if Reese don't want to play, he's gonna run. He's gonna run the ball no matter what. But like, he got his 1,000 yards and he didn't play the last 2 games, right? Because of we're so horrible. Like, we're so bad that he couldn't even play the last game. We'll just sit him out. I don't know if he actually wants to be here. That's the thing, Ricky. Like, does he want to be here? If he doesn't want to be here, then get the F out and let's get loving. I mean, not the number 2. But
I don't think he necessarily wants out, and I think that was more of a coach's decision. Now, supposedly he was injured, but I think he probably could have played through it myself too. But at the same time, Brees already got his 1,000 yards. What if he fucking ends up tearing an ACL in that last game of the year that doesn't mean anything? If you knew he was already dinged up, like I see it, So, that's the same thing. Like, I wanted to win, regardless of draft position, anything else. I wanted to win fucking games. So I really wanted to see Garrett Wilson and A.D. Mitchell on the field at the same time. I wanted to see what that combo would look like. And when I heard the decision about Garrett Wilson, I understood it. I understand it from the team standpoint. And fuck yeah, I would die if they brought him back and then he ended up, blowing out a knee or something and we lose him for the whole year this year. However, at the same time, like, man, I wish I could have seen him. Dude, I'm going to bring on a couple more people real quick. I got Mikey.
No doubt. Ricky.
Hey, guys. I'm also going to bring on Lane. What's up, man?
Hi. Hello.
How you doing, Lane?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Kind of thinking about how the Jets could do better next year.
Right on.
But yeah, I mean, I was watching a game and now there's another game coming on.
Yep. You know what, Lane? I'm going to bend the rules a little bit for you. It was the first caller from every show, but since this is your first time calling my show, I'm going to go ahead and put you in our raffle too. So now you got a chance to win that Garrett Wilson helmet at the end of the month.
Okay.
Wow, Lane, Mikey, I think you stunned him, man. He hasn't moved.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Mike, you froze up on us, Mikey. I don't know if you can hear us or not. Try to call back in if you can.
Hey, Ricky, can I ask Lane a question?
Yeah, how are you?
Lane, how are you? How do you feel about the Jets this year?
Well, the way they played was just like terrible. They just didn't have it to do good. I mean, we got to start seeing who's available. In Bo Nix, I don't know where he's going, and you cannot get because I don't know if Mendoza's gonna likely go to the Raiders. He might. I don't know.
Yeah,
you would have to.
We're not in a good situation. We're not in a good situation.
Yeah. So
can I ask you guys who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
That's gonna be tough. I would have to say, I don't know who even
Houston.
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 Yeah, I want Houston. I would like to have Houston make it to the Super Bowl, and then likely have whoever wins tonight. Because I don't know, Broncos won, and now we have 2 games tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
Right. You already know my pick of the Texans and the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Texans have to win because if they keep doing it, they're gonna have to do good.
I'll go Texans Seahawks.
You think Sammy goes all the way? Nice. I like it.
I want him to get a ring, man. I want him to get a ring. I love him. You could have never got rid of him. Yeah. We just didn't have the coaching at the time, and we didn't develop them. We rushed them in too fast. We the quarterbacks needed development, and that's what the Jets do to quarterbacks: destroy them. Then they get good when they go to another place.
Yeah.
Sad.
Keep eyes on Rico.
We get all the good players like LaDainian Tomlinson, all these players at the end of their career.
Can't do anything this year. And like
all these
hopefully we could possibly get somebody else.
Well, you know what? That's why I'm looking forward to all these draft picks, because I don't want the Jets to get like another LaDainian Tomlinson that's at the end of his career, or another Favre, or another. I want to get the next LaDainian Tomlinson, or the next Brett Favre, or the next guy like that. You know, let him be our next John Abraham. So, dude, yeah, when I see all those fucking draft picks we got,
oh, I'm lit. Oh, what? Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah, clean it. What's that?
But like, to be honest, and draft a quarterback that we
I mean, if you have to have it, you have to have it to make you feel
you have a package too, with Brett Favre. They let all these quarterbacks sit for a year or two. The Jets don't do that.
yeah, well, we need to, and unfortunately, I don't think we're going to find our future quarterback this year. I think we're going to be stuck with just a bridge guy for this year.
Who's going to take care of me?
Your sister.
She can't. Well, she's blind. She's a creep.
Lane, dude, you got a lot of background noise going on there, buddy. I'm sorry. That sucks, man. This was like Lane's first time calling into the show, and I was having a good time talking to him. But yeah, there was a lot of background noise there.
All right. Well, Ricky, where should we go? We got Tommy here. He is a knowledgeable Jets fan. I know a little bit. You sir know a lot. Do you have an open question for us?
I try. So okay, so you're the Jets GM, Tommy. What are you doing with your first 4 picks?
I honestly would say number 1 pick, since it's so high, I would try to trade back a couple spots to get a little bit more draft capital. But if we're not trading back, I would definitely probably go with the number 2 pick in the edge. I would go with the guy from Miami probably. My number 2, I would personally go with the wide receiver, 16, even if we got to trade up. I know there's like 2 or 3 receivers. I don't know who's the best. I'm not like a draft guru or whatever you want to call it. But I would definitely go edge, wide receiver. I would say 3rd. If you can get Chandless in that 3rd position, I would go 3rd with Chandless. But we don't have a 3rd round pick. That's why you have to trade back into the 3rd round to get him.
Right.
And then 4th is kind of like.
Remember we've got 2 firsts and 2 seconds, so that 4th pick will be a 2nd round pick still.
I just think that we need to go. We can't go all defense. I know we need defense, but we have to split it. We have to go like that. In my opinion, we have to go 50-50. You need a receiver, you need an edge, you need a cornerback and safety, you need a linebacker, and you need a center. So it's like, what's the best position really available, and who is on the board? But I would definitely split it up. I wouldn't go all defense. I wouldn't go all offense. You got to go both. That's if I was a GM.
Right on.
And Ricky, real quick, my thing is like Jamie and Sherwood. What the F happened to him this year, bro? Like
you know what? Listen, I don't think he's cut out to be a true Mike. He's got the high motor, but I don't think he's got the brains part of it like Mosley had. I think if we draft like a true Mike, whether it be Sonny Styles, Anthony Hill, CJ Allen, one of those guys, and then you move Sherwood to off ball, I think he's going to do a lot better there. And so, yeah, that's definitely a must for me. Dude, we've got some holes to fill, but I think you do it strategically. Obviously, free agent's going to, dictate what we do in the draft. But, if we can fill at least 2 of those holes in free agency, I'll be happy, and that'll open up our options a lot. So
Ricky, what's your first 4 selections? It doesn't have to be people; it could be positions. But anything different from Tommy?
My first 4, and this again, I'm going to go with the thought that we get an Alec Pierce or a Romeo Dobbs or somebody like that in free agency, so we don't need to worry about receiver. And I'm going to answer Murph's question here at the same time. I would go David Bailey at 2. At 16, I would go Olivenga Ione, the guard from Penn State. Keep our future quarterback nice and safe. Plug him in, with Tippmann and our 2 tackles, and we got most of the line solved. If we could get Linderbaum, that would be perfect. If not, I'll take a flyer on a center later. But at 33, Anthony Hill, linebacker from Texas, give us our thumper, our captain on defense that we badly need. And at 44, the one must-draft player that the Jets just absolutely have to draft would be free safety Dylan Thieneman from the Oregon Ducks. Thieneman is my guy. He is absolutely my favorite safety, not named Caleb Downs. And, dude, he's got really good ball skills. He's a thumper. He'll knock your head off. And he's just a hell of a player. Think of Harrison Smith from the Vikings, but with better ball skills, and that's Thieneman to me. So, what's up, Mikey? I can hear you. I don't see you at the moment, but I can hear you.
Yeah, the number 1. Yeah, Buffalo stinks.
Buffalo stinks.
Yeah, poop mafia.
Poop mafia.
Mikey.
Hell yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yes, Buffalo lost, baby. Let's go. Buffalo lost.
And tomorrow's going to be the Patriots lose. Hey! Double the pleasure. Yeah.
I would honestly re-sign Simpson before AVT. I'm not paying AVT what he'll probably get on the market just so I can watch him on our injury report all year. I want nothing to do with that.
Ricky, don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey guys,
I'm not trying to be a dick. I like AVT. He's a really good kid, and it's a really good story, and I like him. But dude, he just can't stay healthy, man.
I mean, that was my other question. That was another question I was going to ask you. Do you actually think we're going to re-sign him, or will he want to come back to us, like for a cheaper, obviously, contract? Because
I think he's going to want to test the market and see what he can get. And because he is a very talented guard, somebody's going to overpay him. I could see the Raiders, actually, especially if they're taking Mendoza. Their offensive line fucking sucks. Dude, I could see them, throwing him, fucking 18 a year or something crazy. Something that I sure as shit wouldn't want to pay. So, I'm just kind of operating under the idea that he's going to be gone.
And I think we should get the guy.
You think he's going to come back? Go ahead, Mikey. Mikey, my bad. Go ahead, Mikey.
Hey, I want the guy Reese from Ohio State, the defense guy, number 1 draft pick.
Oh, yeah. Reese from Ohio State? Yeah.
We should take him. He likes to sack quarterbacks. Go down.
He does like to sack quarterbacks. Right.
There's very few things I like more than a good Reese.
Yeah, Reese ball. And then the second, the first, we got 2 number 1 picks, right?
Yep.
We could get the running back Love, and then what's his name? Bruce Hall.
Yeah.
He should go to the Giants. Right, the Giants. He said the Giants. Yeah, because Bruce Hall, he's not the same running back. He always keeps falling down.
He doesn't seem like he has the same burst he did before the injury, but I don't know. Ultimately, I think Brees stays. If not, you could think about Love. I don't think he'll make it all the way to 16, but
right there, we get a 2nd round pick, don't we?
Yeah, we have 2 in the first and 2 in the second.
We could get Love in the second, and we could get a wide receiver.
Listen, Love probably isn't going to make it out of the top 10. Somebody's going to take him, and probably early. Like honestly, I think the furthest that he would fall is maybe to Dallas, and if he's still there, I could certainly see them taking him.
Hey guys, do you ever know what happened to Cooper Rush? Is he still playing football?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, he should go to Jets. He has the arm. He proved he could be better than Prescott. You know, I don't know where team he's playing now. Can we find that out?
What about the quarterback?
Yeah.
What about
the
the backup?
Ravens?
What about the backup in Green Bay? Aren't we looking at him?
Yeah, I like that guy. I like that guy. And the
Are we looking
Eagles.
at him?
Mickey. Yeah, I like Mickey. You know who likes Mickey too?
Yeah, Allen.
No, and the coach of the Jets, the offensive coach of the Jets, wanted him in Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. I
haven't heard that.
It's behind closed doors. Remember, they say closed doors.
Right? That would be
excellent. That would be so sweet if we could get him. We know how to. It's not expensive to get him. The Eagles lost, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I guess I wouldn't mind McKee. It would just depend what we had to trade for him. Like, I really don't want to trade one of those top 4 picks. Like, you know, if they would take a 4th rounder for him, I would probably do it. But I don't know if they do that. So,
what about the guy from Green Bay? What's his name? We were just talking about.
That's who I want. That's who I want. I want
Dobbs and Dobbs.
Yes, exactly. I want Willis and Dobbs together. That solves our bridge quarterback and our number 2 receiver, and then we can do pretty much whatever we want in the draft.
With the defense and the offensive guy. Maybe we could get that guy for Baltimore, like you said. That would help the offense.
Yeah. Linderbaum. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
If we walked away from free agency with like Linderbaum, Romeo Dobbs, you know, a decent bridge quarterback, I would be fucking thrilled. Anything above that, we can add another linebacker and say maybe like a Blankenship at safety. Dude, I would be over the moon.
You know who I want to get the defensive coach?
What is you know what? I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't know when the hell free agency starts.
I think March, sometime in March, somebody said. Somebody in March, they said. March something.
Yeah, it's definitely after the Super Bowl. It's definitely after February.
Yeah.
Okay, and March 11th.
DayneO.
Here we go.
Love the beard, brother. Love the beard. Love it. It's great.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I was never.
If you don't mind me,
what about mine?
How old are you?
I'm growing the white beardy, the white goatee like AG, so I can call it safety. Drive him crazy.
1988.
I do got a mustache.
I'm 85. I grew it out. It was like up to here, and then once I buzzed it off, it all started coming in gray. So I'm like I can't really.
I feel you, man. I've committed. This is a Jets playoff beard, so buckle up. Right. This thing I might be.
Oh shit! Over. Yeah, you're gonna be fucking ZZ Top by the time we get there. No shit.
I would put it in fucking. I would have a girl fucking corn that all up, like putting them in locks. You know what I mean? Like have like 5 locks. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what? There's a guy that I know that I grew up with, the drummer from Obituary, and he's got his beard in like one big braid like that. I mean, dude, it's a fucking rope too. Like it's
I was
thick.
You have a picture of him?
That's what's up. I wish I can do mine. I wish mine grew in like that. I would have it just like you, but it's not. It don't flow as naturally anymore.
You know what? I wish I thought ahead because like I was cutting this all the time, and then like it just gets super. Now it doesn't match on the side, so now I'm in the process of trying to grow this out so it's like a thick, you know.
Right. So the whole
I've got a mustache.
Yeah, Mikey, you do.
Mikey, your mustache looks awesome, brother. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it good. The ladies love it. The ladies love it.
Yep.
Don't shave it, Mikey. Keep it.
Mikey's
Keep it.
giving mustache rides.
Yeah.
It's a flavor
think-
saver.
You know who wants a mustache right now after he lost? The quarterback, Josh Allen, wants to get a mustache right.
I don't even know where to go with that. I don't even know where to go with that.
Yeah, he's probably sad now. He's going back to his wait. He's gonna be 30 years old next year. He's gonna be old fart. Without
Mikey,
winning the Super Bowl.
I don't even think Josh Allen can grow a mustache.
Yeah, he has a mustache and a beard.
You know what? He's tried a couple of times, but it just looks like dirt, you know?
Yeah, that's why they call him the Poop Mafia again.
Yep, the Poop Mafia.
Yeah, the Seahawks winning today. My Super Bowl. Yeah, my Super Bowl.
Wow, 17-0 in the first.
The Seahawks against the Texans in the Super Bowl. That would be cool, right?
Yep, that could be too.
Oh, look at the puppy. What's the puppy's name? What's the puppy's name? What's the pretty dog?
It's a boy or girl.
The
You know
puppy,
what?
a girl, and her name is Bailey.
Oh,
Bailey.
Bailey. Yeah, Jack
I really
Bailey.
hope that Sam Darnold, the quarterback that JD and them didn't want to keep, just fucks Saleh up. I hope it's a shutout.
Hell yeah, Ricky. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
You know what happened? The first play of the game, the guy went all the way for a touchdown. The Seahawks.
Why is that nutty squirrel? Because I'm smoking cigarettes and drinking caffeine. Suddenly, it's an AA meeting. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't drink. It could be, I suppose.
You love your job? Yeah.
If you don't like it, leave. Like, for real.
Hey guys, you know who I want the defensive guy?
Who's
You
that?
know, I want to see Revis Island give him a job. Stay in the Jets company. Right? How you like that? You like that, Ricky?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah,
And
Revis
Nutty Squirrel,
Island.
you know what? You're more than welcome to hang out here. Everybody welcome.
Yeah, everybody come on to see Ricky's show. Yeah, I love his show. Ricky New
Nutty-
York Live.
That's
It's
right. And the first caller every show this month gets automatically entered to win a signed Garrett Wilson helmet. So
I came one
make sure you
time.
like the channel and subscribe to me. This is Ricky New York Live, and I am Ricky New York.
You've heard of me. Fantastic.
Good job, Ricky.
Thank you, Mikey.
He's giving back.
Yeah, I could help you out. I'll give you more customers.
Right on.
Mikey, where's
Yeah.
Bobby been? Where's Bobby been?
Bobby's okay, but he can walk on his foot. His toes still hurts him.
Oh shoot. Okay. I didn't know
He
his
goes
toes
back to
were
the
waterlogged.
doctor's Wednesday. Hopefully, he could take it in 2 weeks. He could take it off. That guy.
Okay.
That's why he's kind of depressed about that. Because he wants
Right
to
on.
move around and he can't do too many things. I'll go into his house tomorrow. Hopefully,
Tell him I said hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Yeah,
Make sure
I
you
like
tell. Well, make
I
sure you
told-
tell Bobby, your brother, all the Asmaniacs and all the, Ricky New Yorks and all the Boy Greens. We're all out for Bobby, and
Yeah.
we're all hoping he gets better. Okay.
Yeah, I think he will. I'll come. I may encourage him. He'd be happy when I come over tomorrow. Yeah,
Right
I'll go
on,
try
right
to
on.
get.
Well,
Yeah,
make
I'll have
sure
a-
you call in on Thursday and let me know how he's doing. Or you can just call me on
Yeah,
the
what
phone.
time do you call me?
Yeah, you can call me whenever.
Yeah, and then
you can either call me
Yeah,
on the
what-
phone or you can call
what-
into the show
What time do
Thursday
you
night.
start?
8 o'clock like normal.
What time?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, I work to 9:30. I work to 9:30. I could probably jump right after.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
And I'll let you guys know what's happening around Bobby with Bobby Woodruff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, I hope he gets feeling better soon.
The legend.
Yeah, you think that guy? You think
Mikey,
that guy?
I love you, brother.
I love you too. And then, can I ask you a question, guys?
Yes.
You know, the Brady guy, Joe Brady, the quarterback, the offensive guy, Joe Brady.
Yes.
He should get a job, head coach job. You think?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, there's certainly enough teams that need coaches right now. 9 teams, a third of the league coach. Well, I guess the Giants don't anymore, so 8, but still, that's a lot of teams to coach. So
you think Buffalo's coach Friday coach? What's his name? That guy from Buffalo. You think he get fired?
I don't think so. But
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Even though they lost today, I don't think his job's in any kind of trouble.
Yeah, we had to fix our coaching staff in a heartbeat.
Yes, I'm most curious to see who they're going to bring in to help develop this young quarterback. Man, I really wouldn't mind bringing in like a Cliff Kingsbury or somebody like that to help.
Yeah, I like Kingsbury. He did a lot of good things for a young quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He probably could help hook up.
That was me. That it's actually my wife. Probably making a Red Baron pizza or something. But yeah, I heard that too as we were talking. It's like ding. That was not me having a good idea. In case you're wondering, that's not what that was.
Yeah, no, I recognize that noise. I've had quite a few toaster ovens in my past. Several years as a bachelor will do that, so you never forget that sound.
Yeah.
Did Jake ask me to come on your show, Ricky?
What's that?
Is Jake Gassman coming on your show today too?
Not today, but he has been on the show. I had Jake on as a guest one night, and
yeah, I had to come on when you on. I think your camera comes a lot better than his camera.
Ooh, shot fired.
Yeah, it is. He had a hard time getting on.
It's
maybe
yeah, I'm gonna dodge that one. Right now, the two of us are not seeing eye to eye on Eric and Glenn. So
yeah,
I think I'll wait for a while before we get the two of us back together on the show again. I'm gonna wait until
Jake Gassman, right? Jake Gassman, you're talking about. I'm Jake. I like what's his name? Glenn.
Yeah, I like Eric Glenn.
Yeah, Jake Gassman doesn't. We have a problem there.
No, he really doesn't.
What gave it away, Mikey? What gave it away?
He cried. Oh, I hate this guy. He just stand for first year. Look at Bill Purcell. He was 3-12-1 his first year with the Jets. He stumped it up, and he put this guy in. Remember, they couldn't make the playoffs. They gave this kicked the other guy out, and they get this guy, and then they took out Testaverde or something.
Yeah, they put in Testaverde, and Testaverde was good.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I like it. Being, growing up my whole life in Tampa, I've always kind of liked Vinny. I've gotten to meet him a couple of times, and very cool dude. And well, I miss the days when he was our quarterback. I would take fucking Vinny all day long right now.
Hold his seat, guys. Hold his Testaverde. How old he is?
Oh shoot! Now God, he's got to be close to. He's probably close to our age, Mikey.
Oh yeah, they should get him as quarterback coach. That would be cool. That would be a good quarterback coach for the Jets. So think about it.
You know what?
Mikey, he's like 60 years old. He's like 60.
Well, look at Pete Carroll. He's 74 and he can coach.
Yeah, and he's stunk too.
You can't play on the football field at 60.
He would take a quarterback coach. He will help Aaron Glenn a little bit.
No, Pete Carroll for me. I'm good with that one.
No, it's 74. He's going to go to Bill Belichick in North Carolina. He's going there.
But Mikey, hear me out for 1 second. If he hasn't coached since he's been retired for 15 years, if he hasn't coached since then, he's not going to be.
He's not going to.
You get into coaching
now.
What about
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind them bringing Pennington in. Even if it's just some kind of advisory role at first. I would love to get him in the building.
Yeah,
because he was coaching.
Yeah, he's coaching his kids' high school team, but now his kid's done with high school, so maybe we could lure him in.
I got Ken Pennington jersey.
Yeah, I do too. I've got a couple of them. I got a green one and I got a black one with the white letters too. That's fucking sharp.
Yeah,
Ricky, what do you think?
What is it?
What do you think about Josh McCown coming over here to be a quarterback coach?
He's good.
Even maybe the offensive coordinator, if he is that good. I think Josh McCown was awesome for us.
I think if he goes somewhere, he'll go to take an OC job. I don't see him coming to take a quarterback coach job. But I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Dude, I want somebody good in here to work with whatever quarterback we end up with. Whether him or a Cliff Kingsbury or somebody good.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, all these questions are going to get answered pretty soon here, and I'm real anxious. I'm curious to see, the direction we take. Glenn's going to have to hit on these hires. He's going to have to hit on the draft picks and free agency. But if he does, like I said, man, we can turn this thing around fairly quick, I think. I know, just like I said, all the different mocks I've done, all the different possibilities that I see. I love having this much draft capital and this much money, and I'm really, really super fired up to see what kind of players we add.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that's.
Can't wait. Hey, Ricky, here's another question, okay? I'm DayneO, to you too. And Mikey, all you guys, what do you think? If we were to draft, we have to draft a quarterback in this draft. What pick do you think that will actually draft a quarterback? Do you think it will be the third? We don't have a third. I mean, if we trade into the third. But do you think it will be the second pick? Our 16th? Or do you think it could be?
I could see them doing it. Honestly, I hope they don't. I hope we get a bridge guy in free agency, and then later, when we get to say the 5th round, 6th round, or something, I would take a dart throw at a Cade Klubnik, a Sawyer Robertson, some guy like that, and at worst you've got a career backup. So that's probably about what I would do. And
what about the Ole Miss guy?
A lot of good quarterbacks next year, and if some of these guys progress, whether it's Dante Moore or dude, I like Jaden Mayapa from USC a lot. If he takes another step, we'll have to see how Julian Sayin turns out. There's going to be some really good quarterbacks next year. So,
what about Ole Miss?
Saying the Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad. What round do you think that?
You know what? He's
second.
Dude, I like the attitude he plays with and stuff, but when I really started watching his tape, like there were camera angles like shot from like, behind the line of scrimmage where you see the play start and I'm like, dude, I cannot see over the offensive lineman. I can't see the field at all. And look at how that offensive lineman just tower over him. Dude, he's shorter than what I would like for an NFL quarterback.
Yeah,
Ricky, would you compare him almost kind of to like a Kyle Murray? Because he's listed at 6'1". I think he's 5'10". When it all comes down to
I was about to say he looks more like 5'11", 5'10" to me.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
you know what to do? You know, you guys should do. They should talk Woody Johnson get a quarterback. Let him pick the quarterback, Woody Johnson, so he complain about us.
No, do not let Woody Johnson pick the quarterback.
Well, he wanted what's his name? In the beginning, he liked what's his name? What was his name? Derek Carr. He really liked Derek Carr. He said, you know that? You like Derek Carr?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
is he still in the league?
No.
Derek
Derek
Carr. He's in Saints at the Saints. He plays for the Saints.
Well, yeah, you know what, Murphy, you're right. Breeze was short, but Breeze was like the outlier. Fucking, most quarterbacks his guys don't play the way that he does, and he just was exceptionally smart.
What about Mac Jones at quarterback? Mac Jones.
No, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Like, Mac might have been okay to carry like the 49ers for a couple of games with, Christian McCaffrey at running back and the defense that they have. But for like a rebuilding team, like, no, I'm good. I don't need Mac Jones.
Ricky, a lot of the fan base is like 50-50 on Mac Jones. A lot of people want him. I don't. I personally don't. I think he's a cocky, arrogant prick. I don't want him on the Jets. But half the fan base is set on it. They want him as the bridge. I don't. He's not a bridge quarterback. He's still young.
No. That and also, like, I really don't want any quarterback that I have to trade assets for. Like, a lot of people are talking about Kyler. Like, if Kyler gets cut, yeah, I guess. But,
What about Ty Simpson on Alabama? I forgot to tell him that.
I can get down with that 16th pick. What about you, Rick? What do you think? 16th pick? Ty Simpson? Trade back, maybe?
I wouldn't personally. I mean, at 33, but he's not going to fall that.
Yeah.
If we didn't take him at 16, I would almost guarantee you that Pittsburgh ends up taking Ty Simpson. And I'm going to call it right now. Pittsburgh takes fucking Simpson, and he turns out to be the next Kenny Pickett for him. Call it right now.
You know what? Let's take Mekhi Lemon at 16, and then if Pittsburgh wants to do that, I'll give him like a 5th for Will Howard to sit behind a bridge. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I like that.
I would consider that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we should call these young guys to help. So you know who wants the big Boston town? It's Aaron Glenn, like Bill, the Postel. We'd have to get these younger guys in because Glenn is the older man in that whole group of them. He's older than the whole coaching staff, right?
I think Glenn is 53 years old.
Yeah,
young bucks in there. Like,
what about the guy.
But my-
What's the guy I was talking about? How is Revis
Really?
Island? How much is the? What was Revis Island? What was?
Is that real?
Holy cow! Look at that. Don't tell me that's a real thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't
Kind
seen
of fake news.
If that's real,
that.
It's real. It's real.
Wow.
I
Wow.
never.
Bo Nix's season is over. Multiple sources. He's out.
Bummer. That sucks for them.
But who's
Yeah,
his backup? Who's his backup?
I know, Nate. I said the same thing when I first saw it. That's the first thing I said is that actually real? And because every once in a while something like that will go out and I'll bite on it, and then I find out later that it wasn't true. But
Yeah.
wow.
Who's going to be his backup? Who's his backup, guys? In Denver?
Because when we got to play, when the
Who is
Broncos
the
got
backup?
Yeah, who's the backup of Bo Nix then? What
I'm
was
not
the-
sure.
Bumblefuck.
Or maybe that could be it.
For the longest time it was Drew Lock, but he's in Seattle now.
They ain't got no backup. Nothing. Garbage.
Oh, yeah.
They're done.
You know what? Do you know who they could get? Zach Wilson.
Too bad it's
He's
past the
Um,
deadline. We could trade him Brady Cook.
The backup is Jarrett Stidham.
Oh, he's good still, right?
That's not the word I would use.
Oh, he's better than the other quarterback wrestler out there. Because he used to play for the Jets, too, Stidham. Right?
He's straight
Yeah.
garbage, man. Like he's garbage.
He was with the Raiders and who else?
I thought he was on the Jets one time, Stidham.
No,
What was the other guy? It sounds like Stidham.
Like you're talking about Tim Boyle, the garbage player? Tim Boyle?
No, not that guy. Oh, what was this? He went to Denver to the Jets one time. Oh, what was his name? The quarterback. It was a backup quarterback. Right, he got hurt again. Yeah, he did get hurt.
we've had. He means Trevor Simeon.
Yeah,
Trevor
Simeon.
Another piece of shit.
It took me a minute. I'm going Martinez. Like none of that shit sounds like Stidham. It took me a second to figure out what he was getting at. That you see Simeon.
Can they call somebody? Denver could call somebody a quarterback out there to help them. Can they call them up?
Yeah, Nate. Basically, it is.
God, man.
Houston all the way, baby.
Dude sacrificed a bone in his ankle to beat Josh Allen. What a guy, that Bo Nix.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
Well, you know what? At least he beat
tomorrow.
Josh Allen on his way out. Fucking A.
Fuck the Bills. Fuck all their fans. Fuck you if any Bills fans are watching. F you
Yeah.
all.
You know
Cry.
what?
All the Bills
You know who I
fans.
call Buffalo? Hey guys, you know who I call Buffalo? Poop Mafia. Poop Mafia.
Yep, the Poop Mafia.
That's
You know
a
what?
good one. I got
I
to use
am
that.
glad I got my weed before the game because the guy that delivered it is a Bills fan, and
Hell yeah.
he probably wouldn't have been in the mood to bring it if he had waited until after. So I'm glad he came early today.
That's awesome.
Hey,
That's
you know
awesome.
what I'm thinking, guys? If Texans win tomorrow, they have a better chance to go in the Super Bowl. My Super Bowl picks is Seahawks and Texans.
Same as me, Mikey. Let's go, baby. The Texans.
Yeah, my pick is the Rams and the Texans, and if they make it all the way, I'll be $200 richer. So I got my fucking fingers crossed, and hopefully that works out. And that was at like Thanksgiving time.
But at least
Word.
it's different teams in it. At least we're not the same old teams every year. That's kind of boring. Yeah.
Mikey, who are we going with the number 2 pick? Who would you be your selection?
Reese, the defense guy for Ohio State.
Yeah, Reese.
Yeah, the edge rusher.
Yeah, and he could sack all the quarterback out there. That's why he sacked so many quarterbacks. Put them on their butts. That would be cool, right?
Mikey, what do you think? Do we draft a quarterback in the second round, or are we waiting later? What do you think?
I think they're thinking about it. If they say we have second quarterback this year, they go get Murray and if Murray comes to, and then you call help the young guy out. If you get the guy from Ole Miss, he could. We going for him. He's pretty small too. They're both the same height, right? And then he has a good arm, and I know he has a good arm for the arm too. I saw it. The Arizona guy, what's his name? Murray. Yeah, he has a good arm. And you could bring back Kingsbury because Kingsbury helped them. Yeah, that would be a match in heaven again. Because he helped Murray. You think that's a good idea?
Hear me out real quick, Ricky and DayneO and Mike. If we did draft Trinidad, say in the 3rd round, we don't have a 3rd round pick. I get it. Say we traded into the 3rd round. How long do you think he will last? I know he's only 5'11". I know he's short, but he's a good player, and it just need obviously a quarterback. Do you think that they would draft him, trading back from their 4th round to get into the 3rd round to get him, or do you think he'll go before the 3rd round?
That's probably about the range I would take him in. Maybe somebody gets desperate and does it before that.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, if I was taking a quarterback in that range, I would probably take Nussmeier before I would take Chambliss.
And Nussmeier,
out of the guys that were in that range, if I would take anyone, it would probably be Nussmeier.
Where is he?
And I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm getting a ton of feedback. I'm sorry, but what I would say is whichever quarterback that I draft this year, I want to be a good option for QB2 of the future for us.
Exactly.
I don't know if Chambliss is that. Like I would almost rather have Ty Simpson or Nussmeier.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys hear that though. It's killing me.
Where's Nussmeier out of? LSU?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're getting
my microphone, guys.
Yeah, I think it might be you, Tommy. I think I'm getting a little bit of static from you.
Is it from me?
Mute for a second, Tommy. But I don't think it is you. But if you mute, we can tell. Oh man, that got way better.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah.
Is that me? It's me, not me, right?
I thought it was you.
You're okay, Mikey.
Yeah, you're okay.
All right, so it's me. You can hear it.
Okay, it seems better now. Okay, yeah, it seems better now.
It's better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably take, Nussmeier, later on, like much later on, I would look at guys like Taylon Green from Louisville or Sawyer Robertson from Baylor or a guy like that. But yeah, and like you said, thinking of, at least that's going to be my QB2 moving forward.
Yeah, you never know what the Jets will have. They could use Williams as the quarterback too. The guy who gets touchdowns, he's a quarterback too. Keep him as a quarterback. Yeah, Williams, yeah.
I think he played quarterback in high school, and he did throw that pass on the fake punt. I don't know that Isaiah Williams is really a good option to be a backup quarterback. Dude, but you know what? I do miss having a guy like that, like Brad Smith. fucking was a former quarterback, and you can use him on those fakes. I do like kind of having that gadget player option, but not like a pure backup though.
I could be a backup quarterback for the Jets.
Even really, somebody that's in a slot that you can rely on, that's going to catch the ball, always going to fucking go down like after wanker bet.
He got real choppy there at the end. Tommy, we lost you, man.
You think
Tommy,
Wanker could come in?
Tommy, don't let go of the rope.
Yeah, don't let go of the rope, Tommy. Hang in there. We got the right coach. Aaron Glenn's going to get this thing turned around. The bottom line is whether we think Aaron Glenn is the right guy or not, he's here. Like, he's not going anywhere, period.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So, you've got two choices. You can either get behind him and hope he gets this thing figured out and turned around and they bring in the right players and coaches, or you can waste your time bitching about it, even though it's not doing any good, from now until, kickoff opening day next year. Me personally, I would rather support the coach, try to look at the bright side. We've got the ammo to turn this thing around. It's just a matter of doing it. Personally, I think they can do it. I'm looking forward to it. I said it a bunch of times. With all that ammo, we could turn this thing around fast.
I'm lit. Oh, what? Oh, man.
Me too. I think they could turn it around very fast. What happened?
I do too, man. And
Rick, you might be Mr. Brightside. Is that one of your favorite songs?
Oh, me? Yeah. Mr. Brightside. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think
Why not?
I think Aaron Glenn will come. If they can't find any good defensive guy, he will go to what did John just say? Let me take over defensive coach, and someone comes in for the head coach. They could keep Aaron Glenn still. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, I think we've got the right guy. When we first hired Aaron Glenn, everything he talked about, you've got to hitting in training camp. Fucking, you got to hit, you got to block. Those things will never change. Like, he was saying the right things. Like, we were all kind of psyched. And then the year started and things did not go as planned at all. Bottom line is Aaron Glenn wanted this job over any other job in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true. That's why he didn't lie to us. He didn't lie.
Yeah, he's personally invested in this team, and I guarantee you it bothers him just as much as any of us the way this last season turned out. And that's the one thing I don't have to worry about is him doing everything humanly possible to fix this team, because I know he wants it as bad as any of us. And dude, I still have faith. Either I'm going to be colossally wrong in the long run, or dude, I am going to have like the most epic "I told you so" rant fucking ever. One of the two.
You should. You know what bothers me the most is that most people who judge Aaron Glenn for what he'll do in 2026 don't care what that like he has self-awareness and he can self-scout, see what the hell he did wrong. They don't care that he's going to hire better guys than he did last year. They want to judge what he's going to do in 2026 based on what the staff looks like right this moment. Dude, this staff is going to look way different in a couple months. The team is going to look way different in a couple months. You can't judge him at the end of year one. You have to judge him at the beginning of year two. You got to give it a couple months, man. We make
I agree.
We have to lie in it.
That being said, if we start out like 1-6 or 2-6 or something like that, I'm going to be fucking worried. And at that point, I will not be nearly as gung-ho as I am right now. But, I mean, people can either look really good or really bad in their first year. You know, coaches, like after their first year, a lot of times they start figuring things out. And we saw it get, you know, a little bit better during the year with him and some of his decision making. But, you know, players are like the opposite. You know, look at CJ Stroud and Jaden Daniels were both the greatest thing ever. And then after teams had a year worth of tape on them to watch, all of a sudden that next year, not so much. So, you know, with players, I really say it really takes until like year 3 to know what you've got most of the time. That being said, like, yeah, I think that I think Glenn needs more than just 1 year to turn this thing around. I think that Glenn misevaluated the roster in certain areas. But you know what? All the guys that were problem guys, Michael Clements, Quincy Williams, Tony Adams, none of them are under contract. So this is a prime opportunity to purge ourselves of all the underperformers and bring in his guys.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't do it, then his days are probably numbered. But if he does do it, we can turn this thing around quick. And that's what I'm hoping for. Mike,
can I ask you a question, guys? You might know this. Our new offensive coach, when he was in Detroit, what did he play? An offensive line coach or offense?
No, he was the passing game coordinator for the Lions before he was our OC. And, you know, Tanner Engstrom did a lot of the game planning and stuff with Ben Johnson. I don't think people give Tanner as much credit as he deserves.
Yeah.
Dude, he caught, you know what? Murphy brought this up last night. You know, we were like number 4 in the league in average separation for our receivers. Our receivers got open. He schemed them open. They could get open. We just didn't have a quarterback that could get them the ball. The balls were constantly behind guys and late. And just, I mean, the quarterback play was fucking awful. It doomed us last year. Mikey, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, buddy. I appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you. Make sure to call us on a Thursday and let us know how your brother's doing.
Okay, I'll go watch the Seahawks win.
All right, man. Have a good night, Mikey.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Catch you later, Mikey Dubs.
Right on, man. And yeah, I'm gonna start winding it down a little bit myself too, and probably go and chill and watch this game and get ready to watch the Patriots get knocked out tomorrow. Fucking A. No more AFC East teams. That show ends this weekend. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it, man. Definitely. Once again, guys, DayneO, if you have not subscribed to his channel, you can find the link to it in the description. Make sure you subscribe to him, and appreciate all of you coming in, like always. Tell us real quick what you got going on and what you got coming up.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was always the type to do 1 stream a week. I didn't like to put myself too far out there because I know as a viewer, it gets a little annoying to see the same people over and over and over and over. But, you know, Green Bean's going through some stuff. So I will be there tomorrow morning. We're going to live stream on his channel the Patriots and Texans game. I'll be with Jets Chaos. And then we also have a Sunday night show in the Dayngerzone with Chaos as well. So you're going to get me with Chaos twice tomorrow. But it'll be the last time I'll be on Green Bean's channel. So got to go out with a bang, right?
Right on, man. Good deal. Good deal. Well, I'll definitely be checking that out. And
the flagship, though, Friday nights, man, Dayngerzone Live with Murph. Usually go about 5 hours. We hit every single jet topic you can think of. Man, check that out. Ricky's been on there. He's co-hosted with me. And now he's here, man. So if you're watching, please double check. Did you hit the like? Did you subscribe? If you haven't, do it now because, man, there you go. There you go, man. Hitting the like gets you laid. Period. Actually, no, not period. Exclamation point. But yeah, like you're gonna get sensible Jets top topics from both Ricky and myself. We're not gonna hit the same thing everyone's talking about. We're gonna try to deviate from the plan and just give you a separate avenue, because let's be honest, man, even the common take doesn't mean it's right. And how often is it that 90% of fans are steering one way and the regime goes another way? So both him and I are trying to give you other nuggets, and yeah, you got to subscribe to keep getting those nuggets, right, Ricky?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And like I said, I want this to be the place where Jets fans come to feel better. I try to put the positive spin on it. Real quick, I'm going to throw up my show schedule for February, which it's a little bit crazy, but my days at work alternate one week to the next, back and forth. And so my show schedule kind of has to do the same. But I always let people know when the next show is coming up. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you, DayneO, for joining me. Had a blast. And yeah, man, hopefully we brought the people something different than just the same old thing. But dude, have a good one. I will be seeing you and Murph soon. And everybody, have a great night. Fuck the Bills, fuck the Patriots. And until next time, go Jets.